All right. Hello, folks. Hello. How are all of you doing today? All right. Hold up. So, basically, man, unreal. Basically, um, how do I put this? Or what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Um, so basically, like I said, these people, they're jealous of everything that concerns me, and they don't understand that that's a compliment. That's as far as it goes. It's a compliment, right? You're worried, you're concerned, right? Like I said, because Christina is real, right? Clearly, right? When we've established that a long time ago. So why would anyone just say things just to say things? And why did they try to go so hard pretending on something that they already know what they're saying isn't true, right? Like I told you, I think it's awesome. Because Christina is 100% real, right? Everything concerning me is real, right? And I just keep on winning, right? I mean, how could you say something's not real that is, but yet you're not being real? You're not being real with yourself. You're not being real about any issue. You're not being real about anything, right? Which would mean you're not real, right? No, Christina is real, right? And like I said, she sent those gifts. She's helped me. She said she had like $20 in gifts more that she wanted to send, and then she said that apparently, whatever happened that we're not going to talk about ever again anymore, like I said. But, you know, like like I said, I love Christina and everything is straight, everything's cool, and that's it. You know? And I already told her that and let her know that, so she'll see it. You know what I mean? So yeah, like that's just comical. I mean, for people to think that they're gonna tell me how to think and what I'm gonna do, and I mean that's silly, right? I don't know what that was, but yeah, nah, bro, that's not how reality works, especially concerning me. That's the first thing that you should definitely know about me is I don't let nobody tell me what to do, and for sure nobody can dictate my thoughts. You know what I mean? But I just think it's silly to even consider that as an option. Like who does that work on? Nobody, right? Right. So why do it? Why pretend? If it's not real, I don't get it. But yeah, like I said, man, people really, really are powerless on here. And I just think it's funny when, people have nothing better to do but get online and get on a computer and pretend. Oh, great. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, okay. Now I see. That dog had no interest in Batman, only in other dogs. Hold on. That was cool. He was a nice guy. It's good to see things changing, man, for the better, like better people, good people. Seriously. Because for a long time it was really dark and really bad, with just everyone. But I honestly see a change, man. Right now he just told me he was like, "Hey, Batman," like in a really positive, good way. That's good, man. And then of course you have some of the same ones, right? But you know, oh, that's hilarious. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, a lot of days it'd be kind of funny. Like I'll be walking like through the mall or wherever, and like I'll walk right past these same dudes. You know what I mean? Like talking about like the same ones who were jealous and envious of me. Meaning it doesn't stop, right? You know that they're still feeling the same way. Man, it's just hilarious because they're all scared of me. All of them. It's just funny as hell. And like I said, they ain't doing nothing. They just standing around, sitting around. Like I'm telling you the truth. All of them, they don't do anything. They just kind of sit there all the time and do nothing. And me, they see me with like a new bike one day, doing this, then another bike. Like either way, all that stuff is going to have issues. It can be fixed with money later, right? And it's not a big deal, and I don't really need it. I don't. Like, there's ways for me to get around and do what I need to do. It's not easy, but there's still ways to do it all. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like people just need to get their priorities straight, especially on this network, because it's hilarious, man. It's unbelievable, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm clearly the boss, John. I'm clearly in charge, just like always, right? I run this network, and I'm very proud of myself right now, man. Like I said, we're kicking off the street ball tour, right? I don't know how much of a tour it'll be yet, but it'll expand. I'm not really in a rush, man. That's what people don't get. I have some more footage that I can still, make the shorts out of right now. Um, I don't like to put out too many videos at one time all the time because I feel like it doesn't give the audience a chance to even see them, and then they get skipped, so I don't really get views if I don't slow it down a little bit for people to catch up. Um, but the output has definitely picked up holistically. I try to keep up with it, but it's another thing I'm not too worried about right now. So yeah, the next YouTube check is about, I think, at like $64 and some change somewhere around there. And I don't know if it's even accrued. It might have. I don't know if it accrued, if that's with the new views from the videos yesterday or not. It may be, but that's pretty good, man. So we're almost to 70, like I told you, and then I'll make my little extra 30. Not extra, but I'll make the 30 real quick. Um, just got to get this next check up over that $100 threshold quickly as possible because, you know, that just goes to show and prove more and more that, like I said, I keep lining these checks. I'm out here working. This is my job. I'm the CEO of my own media company and my own record label, several companies that I'm building and compounding off of each other. And like I said, it took hard work. It still takes hard work. I'm not going to say that the money is just absolutely magnificent yet, but I believe that it will be if we keep pushing. And like I said, I mean, do you do things for money or do you do them for a purpose? Nobody gets rich working a 9 to 5. It never has happened. It never will. Don't go crazy thinking about it. And like I said, when I worked 9 to 5s, I was able to utilize everything and make more money than all y'all put together. You feel me? And even then, all the expenses that I had to pay for, were too much, where still I should have yielded a much higher profit, than what I did. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, these people, they'll sit there to look at me do these things. Yeah, it's easy for you because you're just watching me do it. But imagine actually doing it. Like, imagine just showing up in Austin, right? And like, having nowhere to go, no way to figure anything out. You don't know anybody. And then just from scratch, voila, going down these strips, talking to everybody in person, landing you a job in a food truck, right? And mind you, I had just come from Minneapolis. So I think I had a little bit of money left. I think I was sitting on like 2 grand, something like that, right? Which is good, because I don't have anywhere near that now, right? And that's okay. But my point is, so, I do that, I land the job, and then they kind of hesitant about actually working and getting started. So like I was the one that was kind of pushing to get it going because I needed the money, and I knew I had to get it going because I got to make a living. And that's the thing with a 9 to 5. When it comes time to pay you, they don't care. And they're taking their sweet time. When it comes time for anything that makes sense, they don't want to do it. There's no adamancy about it. A 9 to 5 is a waste of your time and mine. It's pointless. And everybody's trying to get out of that mold. And I have. So what can you tell me? Like I said, I mean, I'm doing big things over here. I'm doing gigantic, epic proportion stuff. Launch a whole street ball tour. Are you serious? In my sleep, and I do it immediately. Man, I feel great. I feel great about that, bro. Real talk. Like, it just makes me feel so proud. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody on this network, they have to gravitate to me and watch me anyway, because I'm the only one who's entertaining. I'm the king of entertainment. Real talk. I'm literally the king of entertainment. So what can you say about me? Nothing. Oh, I love it. Real talk. I love it. I love it, boss. It's awesome. But yeah, like I said, we gonna do us. We gonna keep doing us. We gonna keep on succeeding. We're gonna try my best, and I'm gonna, try to keep accomplishing the impossible, right? And if you doubt me, that's on you, man. You feel me? Because I wouldn't doubt me. I would never doubt me. I would never count me out, right? But yeah, like I said, I'm not really in a rush with it. God will put it together. He'll make it happen. I feel like it'll all put itself together in time. And that's about it. And we go from there. All right, boss. Right. So, yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm the superstar, right? I'm Batman, right? But who are you? Tis the question. Who are you? Right? People like what I do. They respect me. They respect what I do. Can't go wrong, man. And it's done nothing but help my reputation. Feel me? So, you know, like I say, I mean, I'm the role model. I'm the real role model, right? So, and then yesterday I got me this tank top. It's a True Religion tank top. Ooh, I'm wearing True Religion, right? You know what I mean? It just be crazy, man. Y'all got these fake rappers like Slim Jesus. Slim Jesus could never even come near me or around me. I'd make him change his name. I'm just being real. Can't have that name around me. Real talk. You can't. It ain't happening. Because I actually am a true believer. Like, so I'm not with all that fake stuff they be doing, or they little, the little Jesus chains. I never really liked that. I mean, at one point it was like, all right, but then I started feeling like it wasn't really respectful. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're okay. I don't know. But as far as the name stuff, nah. Because it's like, it's just not respectful. Feel me? But like I said, I've accomplished more than everybody. I thought it was so funny yesterday how this individual on here was questioned about who has surpassed him. They told you the truth, everybody. Who hasn't surpassed you? I mean, I definitely have surpassed you. I mean, especially on here. I mean, I didn't have to surpass you. I was already ahead of you. I was already light years and leagues ahead of you. You can never fathom how far ahead of you I am. And you're in denial of it and you know the truth and you're upset about it. Right? I mean, yeah, I understand, man. I travel, you know what I mean? Like I said, when I was up that direction, he didn't say nothing. He was quiet as a mouse. He was quiet as a church mouse every time. He was super quiet at that time. And that's why, because he knew I was up there. That's crazy. You know? Like, come on, bro. I was right there. Green Bay and Chicago and all that, Illinois, they're not that far from each other, man. Like I said, like I already told y'all what happened with different people from Chicago. Like, there's nothing tough about Chicago, bro. There's nothing special about Chicago. Chicago is just Chicago. And apparently, it's completely corrupt, right? Like everywhere is now, because you got these modern generations and they don't know how to govern anything or do anything right. That's the real truth. But like I said, the way I look at it, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's all kind of silly and a waste of time, you know? So, I mean, the question here is, what are y'all doing here and why do you feel like it's a big deal? I mean, the person whose energy is a big deal is mine, right? Like I said, like, don't get online and pretend. You want to sit there and watch me win? No problem, because you're paying me. Like I said, they're actively paying me right now. 17 people. If they're in here watching me, they paying me, whether they like it or not. Who wins? You can watch me all you want. Feel me? until until the lawyer says otherwise, right? And make sure that y'all can't even get on a computer or have internet access. Feel me? So, like I said, I mean, is that really worth it to do nothing and accomplish nothing? No. You know what I mean? Like I told you, man, it's just the truth, bro. They worried about the fact that Christina is real. I don't worry about nothing. See, that's the thing. Everything that's a blessing for me, these people start getting on here typing, right? In some group acting like they're going to take the things that are positive for me and change them. Like, no, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. See, that's what you do to try to make yourself feel comfortable, right? That's a you thing. Can't do that with anyone else because we all acknowledge and see reality. That's the whole point of everything I've done and said. What are you saying? You people think that you could ever dismiss anything I've accomplished? Not at all. What? You think you can invalidate my success? Not at all. Who are you? What? That's silly, man. You know what I mean? People know what it is. They know what it is. They're terrified, right? Like I said, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I got ghosts riding for me. I got demons riding for me. I got God riding with me. I got everybody riding with me. You feel me? Right? They like, we waiting for your command. Go get them. Real talk. What are you talking about? Y'all know what time it is, baby. Yes, you do. You know, like I said, people start things, but I don't know why. They write checks that they can't cash. You feel me? I sure don't. Right? But it's all good. You know about me. Yeah, you know who I am. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, people know about me. So, like I said, I don't even got to talk because my actions speak for themselves. My history speaks for themselves, for itself. So, what do you mean? Like I said, man, people are funny. I mean, it's downright comical. But like I said, with me, we keep on pushing forward, right? You just do the best we can. That's all you can do, and that's it. Give it to God. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I mean, what's the point in believing in anything else? See, again, you're on here trying to pretend. Nobody does that. People live their lives, people focus on themselves, and people are out here trying to make a living and trying to get by and survive and, do things for us, for ourselves. Nobody sits there worried about another person. That's just silly. There's no back and forth. There was never any competition because, like I said, you can go across the 50 states in the whole world and you'll never find anyone close to me in any category who can compete. So, like I said, you have a lot of people who are mad at me for that. Good, be mad, be upset. I don't care. You know what I mean? If that's how I make you feel, no problem. Especially when it comes to so-called women. I enjoy it, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to be comfortable being the bad guy to bad people. Feel what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, I mean, it's just super corny. I mean, you're using words and just saying things, and then, like, oh, yeah, I told you. You haven't told me anything because none of it exists. See, if it's not a fact, it will never matter. In all time of reality, the only thing that matters is the truth. It's the only thing that continues constantly. You see what I'm saying? And this is why you're so upset because you're not operating in the truth. Maybe you should change that, right? Maybe if you listen to somebody and learn something instead of just constantly speaking and talking and running your mouth, maybe you'd be able to actually run a business, right? Maybe you get somewhere. Maybe you'd be able to run something, anything, control something. You want control so bad, right? But you can't even control your own mind or yourself. Feel me? I mean, it's hilarious. And these are the types of individuals, right, that are losing. They're not winning, they're losing. There's all sorts of stuff going on in this country right now. It's going on every day for a long time. I was looking at Minneapolis, man. I didn't realize 4 years ago how bad it was in Minneapolis. And it must have been right in those areas that I used to go to. I remember, y'all know Glenn Serio on here? He's got that other channel. I'm not going to say it because I don't really support him or what he does anymore. But Glenn Serio would say that. He's like, every time I go to that stop, I feel like blah, blah, blah. Glenn Serio was very soft, for what he does. He sure is an actor, man. He talks a lot of smack, bro. And I don't support what he does at all. I don't respect what he does. I really don't like that. I respect everybody, man. Everybody, like, especially people trying to do their job. I still have respect for you trying to do, when you actually do your job, especially. Oh, I definitely respect that. That's all I ask. But Glenn Serio doesn't. He definitely don't respect you doing your job, right? It's crazy. So I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't get it at all, right? But it is what it is, right? So, end of the day, I am King Dedede to you. Remember King Dedede from the Kirby games? Kirby and the blah blah blah. Man, I miss that game so much. That game used to be so fun. I love that game. Real talk. That was a fun game. All right. Well, we're gonna have to see here. Couldn't tell. That was weird. We're gonna have to see here what the day holds. I'm hungry. Yes, I am. I'm a hungry, hungry boy. Hungry growing boy. But right now I gotta see what I want to do here. It's a Sunday, man. Sundays are pretty uneventful down here. Ain't nobody really doing much. But yeah, man, no more of this, interjecting your opinion. I didn't ask none of you for your opinion. All right? Don't volunteer it. I don't play like that. Feel me? Keep it to yourself, man. If you don't have anything positive to say, don't say nothing. You know what I mean? They didn't teach you that? No wonder, man. Like I said, a lot of it has to do with the way that you're raised. I was raised right. This is manners and morals and principles. Feel me? Yeah, like I said, we got 14 in the box. Like I said, that street ball tour is I mean, it's gonna work, man. Trust me, it's gonna work. You know what I mean? I want to have a talk with Musa. If Musa wants to come up here, he made that song. He put my picture on. I thought that was cool. Musa seems like a pretty chill, cool dude, right? However, um, with the comments that you said, I try to stay out of it, man, because like I already literally like looked up some pictures on Google that compare to what y'all were looking at. And if I step in and say something, it's gonna be hilarious. But I try to just stay out of that whole mess. But like Musa, come on. I mean, I don't know if you need an eye exam. I mean, are you serious? About what you were saying. You know what I'm talking about. Are you really serious? I mean, that's crazy, man. These YouTube women, they be looking crazy. I wouldn't really call it attractive. It's something. I don't know, but it was weird looking. I know that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, I ain't mad at them. I mean, at least, I think everybody feels sorry for dude. You know what I mean? Even though they shouldn't, but at least he's got a girlfriend. Finally, you know what I mean? That's the actual truth and reality of it. Ooh, I'm gonna ruin my engine. I'm so cool. I'm gonna pull through a parking lot at 100 miles per hour. Yeah. Oh wow. Wow. I'm such a cool guy. Golly, bro. Overcompensate much? Unreal, man. Just weakness. And like I told you, they just be like proudly claiming they weakness. You know what I mean? Like, I don't respect that, bro. I don't get it. It's cool. I don't know if y'all could hear it, but like, he's still grooming his engine up there. Like, I just don't get that, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy, bro. Are you telling me that really we're in a world where people think that it's a problem to walk? Amazing. That goes to show the entitlement level. That's what they think. They think if you, like in Austin, they think if you're carrying a backpack, it means you're struggling. Dude, I'm a content creator, man. When I had my laptop, I proudly carried a bag everywhere. I'd carry a bag that was heavy as hell, had tons of stuff in it, and it would make me stronger and stronger. That's all I would do all the time. Just train, work out nonstop, carry heavy bags. Like, that's all I do. And it works. It gets me like really, really strong. These people don't get like I said, you talk about, getting big, strong, whatever. I mean, bro, it ain't about that, man. I could do that in my sleep. Gym training is a lot different than what I'm doing. The kind of training that I do, it's a lot harder, man. And it gets you, in my opinion, it gets you even stronger. I feel holistically. I don't know. I don't know if the gym gives you a little bit of an edge, but y'all don't be knowing how to train. So if you don't know how to train properly because y'all think you do and you don't, right? Because all the unorthodox methods are what work. The only thing that works is the unorthodox method for everything, my method. Even God used that word unorthodox. See, you have to understand something. I'm not going through anybody else's life path. I supposedly chose mine, and it's the hardest life path there is. So how could you judge me or tell me anything? If I chose this, I chose a life path that was impossible, meaning that it would take a miracle and take God to help me and God and myself to have more will than anyone, to do this impossible life path. And that's what they're telling me. They're telling me I chose it, which kind of makes sense. You know, everything is a risk, man. You know, everything, man. Life is a risk, you know? Anything, you know, you walking out here is a risk. Everything is a risk, man. You better get used to taking risks, man. You better get used to being uncomfortable because if not, I guarantee you one thing, you ain't never going to succeed. And that's these people's problem. You know, like I said, they don't do nothing but just sit there all day. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, you can't tell me nothing, bro. Like I said, we're not on the same journey. You couldn't walk in my shoes for a millisecond. So what could you tell me? And they know it. That's why they quiet. 17 in the box. Let's see you do it. I am your fearless leader. And I have fears, but I don't let them stop me. You know what I mean? Why? Because I'm Batman. That's why. It's not who I am underneath the mask, but what I do that defines me. Right? Oh, I love it. I love it. Coach Eli quit YouTube. He couldn't handle it anymore. And it got to him, the pressure. And Coach Eli ran away, crying. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Batman is a boss. Batman a boss, boy. He boss. Wearing a True Religion tank top. Oh, I'm rich now. That's how it works. Those are the rules. For your modern new day generation, I'm wearing True Religion. That means I'm rich. Right? Come on, bro. I'm telling you, man, you can get all sorts of cool stuff at places. I bought this tank top for like $2. It's a True Religion tank top. It's super cool. It's got the emblem on it and everything. Right? So, like I said, y'all be funny to me. I said I dress better than you, look better than you, do better than you, better looking than everybody. No, no, no. I'm not cocky or conceited or arrogant. I just know the truth. Look at me. You serious? I just see reality, boss. Imagine projecting. That's what they would say. They say, yeah, he has buddy trolls. Who? I don't have anybody over here. You people came here on your own. What are you talking about? I don't know any of you. What? That's what they do. They all day they project and say, yeah, he's me. How? You have to prove what you say. You can't just say things. It's pointless. And you got to have a voice. You got to have a position. You got to have a seat at the table, and you don't have one because you have no credibility. That's why I told you a long time ago in this game, credibility is everything. And I have all of it. If you're just sitting on the sidelines, you can't tell Michael Jordan he's anything. I mean, you can, but nobody cares. See the point? I'm the Michael Jordan of this game. Real talk. And on the court. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, y'all think that I'm playing. I'm literally like the next Michael Jordan for real. I kind of move like him and play like him if you ever watch me. None of that stuff is fake. This is how I really move and how I play. I got the same kind of character. Greatness. Right? I give him that. He was great on the court. Now, I don't know about his arrogance. Oh, you hear that? That's the speed limit. Right there. I mean, that's jail time right there. For talk. That dude's got to be going over 100. And you see what I'm saying? Like, this is the same thing. I don't know if that's the same car or not. You know what I mean? And that's my thing. Like, I just see, like I said, I'm going to open my mouth every time on here because I see these people, they get in their vehicles down here and they try to act like they tough. Like, what is that? That doesn't give y'all a good name, bro. That's why they do them antics. I think a lot of it has to do with me. They see me around and they start overcompensating. Like, what does that mean? Like, because if you're trying to send a message, you ain't sending one except the same thing every day, right? Which is, you know, cowardly. That's all you're saying. I ain't got to spell it out. That's all they do. Ain't none of them about nothing. Ain't nothing going to do anything. They just sit there and they talk. You feel me? I think it's hilarious. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't want to drive. I love walking. I like taking the bus. I don't want to drive at all, man. It's nothing but problems, bro. Like, seriously. And if you think not, then you ain't driven enough. Because when I used to drive, man, It was crazy, bro. You don't understand. I drive like the transporter, like James Bond. I drive better than anybody. Anyone. You will never meet somebody that drives as well as me. Real talk. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can tell that I was targeted, right? Like I said, you did me a favor. Now I don't have to worry about that stuff, And me, I have a temper, you know what I mean? Like, like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm glad that I don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean? You're always at everybody else's, mercy and discretion. You never know what somebody might do on the road. Seriously. People are crazy, bro. People, it's not just crazy. There's a difference between crazy to me and just completely like aloof, like lost. There's a lot of people that are just lost in the world and they just have no meaning. Like you can watch it. If you just sit and watch traffic, right? Like, especially if you had like a bird's eye view of like a highway, oh, you would see human behavior, how erratic it is. Like, you see the truth, because when they think nobody's watching, that's when people start being themselves. And themselves, a lot of the versions of themselves are just downright weird and odd and kind of creepy and scary. You feel me? Not in a good way, not like a tough way. Just people are odd. I told people a long time ago, people drive the way that they live their life. And it's true. That's why I drive pretty fast. But I drive fast with a purpose. I actually know how to drive. These people, they don't know what they're doing. That's why, like, it's not wise. It makes no sense, and they really should go to jail. I mean, if you're just going to speed a million miles over the speed limit, you know what I mean? I mean, what about everybody else? What about us? What about our safety? Right? Common sense. Like I told you, they don't know how to drive. They just are pushing an accelerator. I mean, that doesn't take much. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I find all that stuff pretty sad and embarrassing. And if you notice, like, you see all of them, they're just driving around. They don't have girls with them. They don't have anything to do. They don't have anything going on. Bro, come on, son. I used to drive a Porsche around here. This is not even the place for that. I'm gonna be real. If you want to be real, I mean, Austin is the place for that. I drove the Porsche in Austin. I'd have girls literally stop and like hop in the car. I'm just telling you the truth. Austin, that'll work. That ain't gonna work out here. They don't care about that. They don't know anything about that. I've never seen it. I mean, this is silly. I remember when I bought the Porsche, it was hilarious. I bought the Porsche, and like, when you have a lot of money, like tons of money, your mindset is different. You know what I mean? It changes your mindset immediately a lot of times if you allow it. It wouldn't really now. My mindset would be a little different, but it'd be adjusted, but I would know and remember everything. And it was funny because I had just bought the Porsche, right? I paid what was 25,000 cash for it. And I'm in San Antonio, I think, or whatever. I think it was San Antonio. And like, I'm going out partying every night, going to the bars and stuff. And there's not really much going on. Like, it's super boring. There's like nobody out there, very little people. And even the people that are there, it's just hard to talk to anyone. Like, I noticed if you don't come out with like friends, and I just never do. I've always done it by myself for the most part. I've done it a couple of times. But if you don't go places with friends, it's harder to socialize with people. Have you ever noticed that? And that's what makes me feel weird. It's like, for all y'all that are looking for a girlfriend or a significant other or boyfriend, whatever your issue is, I mean, how do you even do it anymore? I mean, it's social media is too dismissive, and everybody's basically brainwashed by social media, in my opinion. So, for me personally, I just think it's pointless. You know what I mean? Like, it's silly. And like, why do you need somebody else to approve of anything? That's your decision. I never understood that. Especially grown men and women. That's just the weakest thing I've ever seen, honestly. You know what I mean? But back to what I was saying earlier. Yeah, that dude asked who has surpassed me. Man, I'm sorry, bro, but she going in on you, bro. She going in, bro. She's been saying a lot of facts, bro. I'm only hearing it because I'm listening to other people. I don't listen to her at all, but all of them are irrelevant. But She's been going in, bro. She said all the truth about you, honestly. And a lot of it sounds identical to what I stated and what I said, right? But I mean, that's the truth. What have you actually accomplished? And he's just the master of deflection. He thinks that it's ping pong. That's what he thinks. He thinks it's ping pong that people are playing. He just thinks he's a master deflector. Like, golly, bro, can't get any weaker. You know, you can't just deflect everything that's told to you. You know, you got to make sense at some point, right? That's his issue. Is that he doesn't make any sense, and he knows it. He definitely knows it. Feel me? So I don't know. End of the day, it is what it is, man. But I mean, I most definitely surpassed you. I didn't have to surpass you. I was already light years ahead of you. You know, but like I said, you're still not even monetized. I mean, you don't get paid on here. You don't seem like you're going to anytime soon because you don't seem to know how the platform works at all. So I don't really understand it to be perfectly clear. See if I can get it here. Yeah. Achilles. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. People do what people do. I'm not really concerned. Like I said, I'm gonna make money talking about them and talking about their antics and everything they do if I want. That's all I'm doing, just having fun. Feel me? None of it's really that serious to me. It isn't. I don't really care. But you gotta have something to talk about, right? There ain't too much going on, man. Like I said, it's Sunday today. Everybody's kind of chilling. The way I feel. Let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, like I don't know. Y'all see what it is, man. I just think that it's funny. You know, you could see like some of the attitude of some people. It's very few, but some. And like, I just don't care. I just don't have any time. I don't know. You know, like I said, I have the resources I need available to me. I created all this to run my business correctly, do what I need to do. Like, like I said, I just if I say I don't do something, I just don't deal with it. You know what I mean? It's got to be real, man. If you're talking to me, you better not be wasting my time. It's got to be real. Got to be real. That's a good song. Got to be real. Got to be real. I'm gonna download that. Totally real. I love that song. That's a song from my childhood. Real, 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 real. Y'all know that song, right? Come on. Little enjoyment is always a good thing, right? Oh, she was looking at Batman. I don't know what the hell she was doing. Uh, man, there's a lot of criminals in the valley. Like people stay getting locked up down here. They just be doing all sorts of crazy, heinous stuff. Right? It's kind of funny, honestly. They be making fun of it too, honestly, on social media. They be having a field day with y'all. Like honestly, like real talk, bro. But I don't know. So I don't know. Me with what I do with this, it's always fun. You know, I'll never run out of things to do. So I mean, end of the day, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and that's about it. Feel me? But what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just chilling right now, man. Oh, got to be real. Got to be real. Here, I want to put my my headphones on, so I'm gonna try to come right back. We'll do a vertical stream real quick. All right, hold on.